Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Frozen Fortunes. I join you today on the profile of Zdenek Krejci. I figured we'd take a little look at him first because there's some stuff to talk about. Oh boy is there. So firstly, Krejci has signed a new deal. There was some clubs sort of sniffing around, and I had a look and I noticed he had a £6 million release clause in his contract, and he wasn't on a lot of money anyway, so I figured that upping him to £17,000 a week on a nice 4-year deal would be a good idea, and it got rid of the release clause. He wanted a 25 million release clause, but we negotiated it out, so that is good. His value has improved. Also, I noticed that his potential briefly dripped down below a 5-star, but now it's gone back up, and he's actually turning into one hell of a player that could potentially even rival Mariusz Jankowski for a first-team starting berth in that position, frankly. Certainly something to look forward to perhaps next season, him maybe flipping over to being our starting playmaker in the team, to be perfectly honest. He's got a little bit of things that Jankowski doesn't have. Now, of course, if quite a few players have signed new contracts, we've had a couple of ins, some interesting stuff has happened, and I've also got rid of some dead wood to get some money into the club. Not that we needed it really, but I think it was important for us to do that anyway, just because we got some money for players that perhaps by the end of the year we wouldn't have got any money for, and I do think it's important to cash in while we have the chance. Also, we've played some games off camera, of course, so we'll go over that now, and then obviously we've got the Champions League knockout stages today, the first round, and I'll tell you who we're playing against in that after we've played the other games. So our final Champions League group game was a 3-1 defeat away at Sevilla. Not what I would have expected from this one, to be honest. I thought we'd do better. We took the lead after 10 minutes with Rally assisted by Sveni, the perfect start to the game, and we played really well. They were just really clinical with their chances. Goals from Guillermo, Horta and Pierre Janssen made it 3-1 at half time, and no matter what we did in the second half, we just could not fashion enough. Well, we had the chances, we just couldn't fashion enough to get ourselves the win. So Sevilla actually qualified second in our group despite Dortmund winning. Just as well we beat Dortmund, frankly, because this would have been one hell of a banana skin. Sevilla, decent side it seems, or certainly against us it would appear. We immediately got back to winning ways away at Bromby in the league. Goals from Rally, of course, and a Mariano Bravo penalty gave us a win. It probably could have been more, but it didn't need to be. We then followed that up with some massive disappointment away at AGF as we drew 1-1. Probably could have lost. They missed a penalty in this game too. Rally's early goal was cancelled out, and then they should have taken the league. We definitely should have won the game, but we didn't, and that's our second set of drop points this year. 4 points dropped, unacceptable. And our final game was away at Aalborg in the league, the first one we played after Christmas. We were 2-0 down in this game, thanks to Mida and Salazar. Rally did pick us back up and put us back in the game with goals on 32 and 40 before Vladimir Herseg with a goal in the second half, followed up by Mariano Bravo, wrapping things up for us. But still, a little bit dangerous. We could have been in for our first league defeat. Thankfully, we turned it around. And this leaves the league looking like this, with 17 points clear of Bromby in the top spot. Looking good. Rally now, 24 goals in 20 matches in the league. Svenningsson no longer the second top scorer, but you might notice that Lucas Pavek of Randers, who is on loan from us, has got 13 goals. He's not even started 10 matches for them this year. Randers have really picked things up as Pavek has hit the ground running. Sveni's up there on assists. Rally is just flying away. I think he could maybe get towards 40 league goals this year, which is insane. The youth and training facilities were both finished upgraded, and I've got another set of those costing 2 or 3 million each, which is fine. We needed to do it. We signed new deals for Cunha, Rally, and Yadashinsky. They're all on new contracts as well, just to tie these guys down. Now, I'm sure what you're really interested in is who we got in the next round of the Champions League and who's gone in and out in the winter, and that's what we're going to talk about now. So there's no two ways about it. We got drawn away at Chelsea. Brilliant. Sevilla, would you believe it, coming second in the group this time, allowed them to draw Bayern Munich. You cannot make this shit up. Seriously, last year we came second, and if we'd won, we would have got Bayern Munich, a team we know we can beat. This year, we've won the group, and if we come second, we'd have got Bayern bloody Munich. And instead, we get to play an English side in Chelsea as our reward for winning the group. I really think we're going to struggle here against Chelsea, and it kind of sucks, frankly, because we do seem to be getting some bum draws in the Champions League knockout stages, but that's just the way it is, isn't it? Right, ins and outs, important stuff now. First player in is Giuseppe Moretti, 16-year-old Belgian, just one of these sort of pickups, although he has actually, I believe, no, he hasn't actually yet. He was supposed to be in our B team squad due to someone leaving, but now he's picked up an injury, so he's going to be out for a little while. £1.6 million. It's a fair amount of money, I'm aware, but when you see players like this with the 5-star potential, decent enough personality, I figured, you know what, for 1.6 mil, we could hardly complain. So we also picked up Milinko Bozovic, who's coming from Red Star Belgrade for £130,000, a relatively cheap deal, all things considered. Bruno Dip has joined us as well, so we have now got a bit more cover in that left wing back position, so that's nice to see as well. We've got Johnny Sanchez as coming from Las Palmas for 1.4 million. Again, this is sort of one. I was really struggling to find players that were in a decent level that could improve us. It was either really youngsters, which is fine, or it was just players that just weren't very good, unfortunately. There is one that we've picked up, but he hasn't actually joined us yet, so we'll more on that in a minute. But Johnny Sanchez is coming. He's actually played, I think, one game in the league. He didn't have the best game. He was in the team against Aalborg, and, well, you see what happened in that game. But again, he's another one for the future. And the final in right now is Maguila. I had the option to sign this guy, or I found him, and he was playing for Academica, but he had a release clause of £1.1 million, and I thought he was a decent player for 1.1 million quid. It's just squad depth. He's gone straight out on loan to Santos for the rest of the year, but I think next year he could be useful just as a sort of cheap option as a backup. I was kind of worried about losing either Cunha or Olsen in the transfer window. Thankfully, neither of those two things happened, but I wanted to make sure that we had plenty of cover just in case the worst did happen. But this is the signing I am most pleased about. This is Oscar Trevino. He plays for Manchester City. It came in and said compensation 0. So I did a little bit of searching to see if there was a reason for that. And at the time, it was actually rated 84%, so that does perturb me slightly. Basically, his contract's up at the end of the season, so he's looking to leave. Now, I noticed a lot of big French sides were interested in him, so we went in, put a bid in, a contract. He's going to be on a lot of money, but he did agree to join us after we upped the money even more. He came back and asked for more after the contract was already agreed. So he is going to be on like 60k a week, but he is a very, very good player. Decent personality, he's consistent, he's got great finishing for a midfielder. I think he'll be a really solid acquisition to our midfield, and probably one of the few players we've been able to sign, really, that are actually going to hopefully, anyway, improve us somewhat. Still only 24 years old, he's a Colombian international, and it's a player from Manchester City that we've picked up for free, and they wanted us to pay 16 million to buy him now, and we can have him at the end of the season completely free. So when you're picking up a player of this quality for free, I don't think you can consider it a bad deal no matter what you pay, frankly. We're kind of stuck in this weird limbo period at the moment where there's no players that are willing to join us that are good enough to improve us. The players we've got that are fantastic are players that have joined us young and then improved. Someone like Krejci or a Jankowski or a Svenningsson would not sign for us right now. That's the problem you have when you're a side like ours. Our reputation has improved slightly, which has allowed us to maybe sign players like this guy, but this is the main problem, and this is why I always do the youth conveyor belt with saves like this, because it makes it much easier when you bring them through yourselves, and you get that kind of nurturing feeling. So that's the main reason that we've not been able to really splash the cash, and we've not actually broken our transfer record since Dragan Simovic came in a couple of seasons ago. Right, transfers out. Mehdi Kuja's gone out to Standard Liège for 3.6, rising to £5 million. He wanted to leave. I couldn't convince him to stay, so I transfer listed him for his value, which at the time was £5 million. Liège put in a non-negotiable bid. It's not fantastic, but it got him off the books and, of course, gives us some extra money. Sana Akinola's contract was up at the end of the season, so I kind of just figured either we can try and cash in now, and frankly, if Hoffenheim had held on for a minute, they could have probably got him for free on just a pre-contract, but they were willing to pay us £3 million for the guy, so we've made a profit on him overall. He's worth a lot more than he's playing for Hoffenheim, but I just think that it was a good time to get him off of the books because he wasn't getting any better, frankly, and we've got better in the team now. Sevilla, who's a player who's been out on loan for much of his career at the club. I don't know if he's even made a single appearance for us. No, he signed for like, I think it was £10,000. He's moved to Vittoria for 1.5 million quid. So he's basically just developed out on loan, and we've made £1.5 million quid profit on him. Can't really say no to that, can you? We've also had a whole load of awards won, but most importantly, Rally won the European Golden Boy Award, and even Svenningsson never did that. So that is proving that I think Rally is a really, really decent talent. So Chelsea play this type of system. I have no idea what to make of it. I think Odense used to play this in the second tier, and that's the only time I've seen a team do this against us. So we're just going to have to try and make do. There's a lot of space in the midfield, though, but we're going to have to be careful. Van der Horst is the guy to mark up at the moment. I really don't know. So first string, Rally, Svenningsson, Christensen, Surgor, Jankowski. Cunha can't play. Both of the wingbacks suspended at the worst possible time. Palacios comes out. Dip will come in. It's not a bad replacement, frankly. Santos, Simovic, and Vasic at the back. At least we've got our choice back three back, and then Harmat in goal. On the bench, Amoa, Barbello, Krejci, Herseg, Safi, Stan, and Bravo. Stan is finally back too, and has done some decent stuff in his game so far. I really don't know what to make of this. We've just got to get through the first leg and hope that we don't get beaten too badly. I really want to reach a quarter-final, and I mean, Chelsea came second in their group. They can't be amazing. There must have been a reason why they came second, but I'll say that we'll get thumped 5-0 in this game now. I'm not sure about their tactic. Yep, they are going to go with that system, so we're going to mark up Van der Horst and see what my assistant says. Okay, so he seems content to just shepherd them onto their weaker feet, which is perturbing. We'll have to play it by ear. I've used the old have faith in you, but unfortunately Peter Surgor wasn't listening. So, question of the day. Are you still following any of the clubs that you've played Football Manager saves with in the past, be it on YouTube or otherwise? Yeah, I always keep an eye on Red Star Belgrade. In fact, there's a scarf on the wall up there, which you obviously can't see because it's not in the shot. There's an IFK Göteborg scarf on the wall behind me, which you can sort of see the corner of as well. Oh, good grief. Thabiso Undella gives Chelsea the lead inside a minute. We have yet to touch the ball, and we're already behind here at Stamford Bridge. If you do have any ideas for a question of the day, and what teams do you support based on your saves, do let me know. I can't believe this has got all the way through, and it's straight in the back of the net from Undella, and we're already behind here at Stamford Bridge. This could just be a complete shock, but we'll see. Okay, so 15 minutes gone. They're getting so much of the ball. I think, personally, the best approach right now would be to switch to the counter-attacking version. If we were to somehow only lose 1-0, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I would like to try and find a goal in this game, if at all possible. Even if it is just a lumped ball in that Rally does some magic with. But nothing's happened since the Chelsea goal, really. For extended highlights, there's been very little actual highlights. Here we go, Christensen. Oh, look at the space for Rally. Okay, here we go. Chance, perhaps. Rally. Oh, he's going to have to hold the ball up for someone. Jankowski does well. Sorgar. Christensen. Svenningson's in! Yes! He's going to be off. No, he's not. Chelsea 1, B67 1, Jonas Svenningsson. Who else was it going to be? Also, Bayern winning their game. This is brilliant stuff. We've barely done anything in today's game, neither of Chelsea. What a little pick out this is from Victor Christensen, just to slide this through here. Svenningson's in, scores his 7th goal in the Champions League, and we are level in London. Beautiful stuff. Lewis Cook. And Della, the goal scorer for Chelsea. Their only real chance was their goal. Here we go, Channel. Svenningson's got the ball at his feet. Can he go past his man? He can. He's in the box. Can he score? Rolls it round the post, and it should be 2-1 to B67. Are we going to regret missing these? Important to remember as well, for the home game, we will have Cunha and Palacios back in the team. I think we deserve to possibly even be in front in this game. We've been excellent. Really have been great. Svenningsson, brilliant stuff. Right, let's get this going in the second half. I've played the belief card, and the guys seem to be on board. Everybody except Bruno Dip, who is not having the best day today. Okay, they've made another change. Hazim Hassan has come on for Pinamonti. Oh, Chelsea have switched to a standard sort of system now, which is perfect because we actually play better against this type of system. We've got the goal that we want. There we go. We don't have to go for it, really. We only have to win. A 1-1 draw would be perfect for me. I wouldn't care. Svenningsson! Oh! Chelsea 1, B67 2, and Jonas Svenningsson is running the show yet again. What a finish that is. We lead at Stamford Bridge. I don't think we've ever won a game in England before against an English side. Sorgar puts it out wide. Olsen drops it short for Svenningsson. What about that for a finish? Oh, in off the crossbar. It's 2-1 to B67, and now Chelsea have got a lot of work to do. We have 2 away goals. Jankowski's ball in. Can he find someone? He could, you know. Oh! Chelsea 1, B67 3. Jonas Svenningson's hat-trick in 21 minutes of game time. He has flipped this game around. Jankowski with a wonderful ball in. But what about this from Svenningsson? He's backpedaling and he's still put it in. We're 3-1 up in London. What a moment. Martinevsky on the side here. Got to be careful. Oh no, Olsen's about to get sent off here. It literally just warned me about Matthias Olsen, and now he's going to get himself suspended. And it's a me. Matthias Olsen has been sent off, and we're 3-1 up away from home at Chelsea, but we now are down to 10 men. What's his best role? Defensive fullback on defend. We'll just let him do. I kind of just go to that for now. Good lord. I was just thinking about making substitutions, and I was going to get Svenny off and not Rally, because Rally is probably still winning loads of headers. Although I don't really know if I want to make that sub now. I'm thinking Krejci there, and we might just leave the other sub for now. That's my best bet for us for the rest of this game. And, cleared away. 22 minutes on the clock to go. We're 3-1 up away from home at Chelsea. Matthias Olsen has been sent off. We do love a red card in the Champions League. That's what I would say. We'll get Santos out there to cover. And Della very nearly gets a chance for Chelsea. Well, he does. We've got to be careful now. They've got the extra man, though, and that's always going to cause a problem. Hassan! Oh, what a brilliant... No, wait, just a terrible piece of play from Martinevsky, but Chelsea are coming now. Okay, changes. Who can play here? Can Jankowski play here? Every highlight we get through without conceding is another blissful moment in this save. I have a horrible feeling it's going to be 3-2, though. Danielson. Valenzuela puts it in the back of the net. Chelsea 2, B67 3. If Matthias Olsen's red card ends up caught, look at the amount of look at the Chelsea chances. They're flying back at us. Goal from a set piece now, and it's 3-2. Oh God, please no. I don't want to go contain or defend. It just doesn't work when you're in these positions. We need to stay on counter and hope that there's just the faintest glimmer. Oh, Rally's in, you know. Svenningsson needs to get in the box. Can he do it? Ball in. Yes! Oh my God, it's 4-2. Jonas Svenningsson has scored 4 goals away at Chelsea. Rally with the assist. I don't think Chelsea were expecting that, frankly. I think they figured they'd have the rest of the game by themselves. What are their defenders doing here? I do not understand. They give Rally free rein to whip this ball across. Svenningsson gets in between 2 defenders and makes it 4-2. 4 away goals now, and a 2-goal lead is restored. My lord. There we go. Lift it over the top. Rally's in, you know. Can he make it 5? He's through. Oh, saved by Lafont, but another chance for us there. Chelsea are leaving themselves open. They've got an injury, I think, and it looks like we are going to get away with a 4-2 win at Stamford Bridge. Jonas Svenningsson might have single-handedly dragged us through to the next round of the Champions League, potentially. A 4-2 win away from home. What a performance. 4 goals for Svenny. He might actually beat his 11 goals in the Champions League of last year. What about that? Holy hell, Matthias Olsson very nearly cost us, but Svenningson's bailed us out in the end there. Chelsea didn't deserve anything from this game, that's for sure. We've got to do the dirty at home, and, well, we've got a pretty simple task, really, at home. Not lose by 3 goals, really. That's basically what it is. Right, games off camera, which there's quite a few of them, coming back for the second leg of this tie. Ridiculous stuff. Now, in our first game off camera, unfortunately, we dropped points at home to Lyngby. Very, very disappointing. They took the lead early on through Blaslewski. Mariano Bravo's goal on the hour mark bailed us out, but we really should have won this game. Our home attendances have also dropped quite dramatically after Christmas, and I don't know why. We then found ourselves with a fairly comfortable 3-1 home win over Silkeborg. Goals from Bravo, Herceg, and of course, Joao Lutio getting himself a lovely header in that game as well. They did get one through Steven Jensen, but it wasn't enough. Unfortunately, though, the worst then did happen as we were beaten 1-0 away at FC Copenhagen with our first team squad as well. This wasn't like I played the backups. Very unfortunate to lose this one. It's a bit of a shame, really. We've been unbeaten since May last year, and it did finally come to an end in the league, which is a shame, but there you go. We're still going to win the league comfortably, so that's what really matters. And finally, we got back to winning ways with a 4-1 thumping of Kyrgyz, who are having a very, very good season. 2 goals from Mariano Bravo, the second of which was ludicrous goalkeeping. The ball actually went through the goalkeeper's physical body, so that's impressive. Livio Stan scored a whopper of a goal, and Giuseppe Moretti, on his first ever actual start for us, scored in the 85th minute to give us a 4-1 win. That actually hasn't been a youth intake yet. It must be very, very late this year. It's usually in between at this point, so I was hoping it would be right practically on the day so I could do it with the face cam and everything, but we haven't had a youth intake yet. I'm hoping that with the improved facilities and everything being really good, we should get some hopefully decent players this year, but of course with the squad improving, it's unlikely, but you never know. So that'll probably be in the next video, only screenshots of course, because it'll all be off camera and whatnot. But what we're here for is this today. We're 4-2 up from the first leg, we're at home. There's so many ways that this can be in our favour. Chelsea come here, and even if Chelsea came here and win 1-2-0 at home, if we lost 2-0 at home today, we'd still go through because of our 4 away goals scored by big man Svenny. So today Chelsea are lining up like this, the way they kind of finished the last game. So provided we don't get any red cards today, I think we should be all right. Lewis Cook's the man we're going to go after today, though. And you know the drill. So ice pick tactic, that's what we kind of want. We want first string. Is everyone available? Yes. Rally, Svenningson, Christensen had a bit of a knock, but he's back. Sorgor, Jankowski, Palacios and Cunha in their position. Santos, Simovic and Vasic with Harmat in goal. Everybody's fresh. Most people have got full match fitness apart from Palacios and Christensen, who had minor injuries, but are basically back on that one too. And on the bench, Emmanuel Amoa, because Juan Lopez has got a slight injury. Barbello, Krejci, Bravo, Dip, Stan and Herceg. God damn it, Vlad. That's what we're going to go with. I think we've got enough to probably win this one on the night. I'd like to not lose. I would settle for losing this 2-0 if we absolutely had to. I think we've done the hard work, but you never know what can happen on FM. We could bugger this up massively and lose 3-0. Can you imagine? I'd be throwing things. I think we're in a good place, but I'm not going to knock it yet until we've got a couple of goals, if we can get them. Thankfully, Olsen's suspension isn't going to be a problem because obviously Cunha can step in. Olsen was only playing because Cunha was suspended, and now he's back. So, let's do this. We're 90 minutes away from a Champions League quarter-final. For the first time in the club's history, we can finally reach the final 8. Even if, you know, I think we're going to do one more season if we don't win the Champions League this year, which I feel is very unlikely for us to actually go and win it this year. But we're going to do one more year. Oh, God. Martinevski's already through. What a save from Harmat. That was a very, very big save. Early on, very important to have that. Van der Horst, don't get drawn in. Uh-oh. Ball in. Pinamonti and a save from Harmat, which is practically more than they got in the entire game at Stamford Bridge. You know, we know they're going to set up like this. I think we'll keep things as they are for now. But if Chelsea were to find a goal, we might just sink back a little bit onto counter-attacking and not, you know, no need to overdo it. Svenningson with some space. Rally on the edge of the box. He's going to have to shoot, you'd feel. No, goes for Sorgor. Christensen! He's in! Oh, what a save from Lafont. That was a great chance for us there as Christensen has the chance to potentially wrap up the tie. If we score first, I feel like this tie is dead. Cunha's ball in. Nodded down. Svenningson will pick this up. He's in the box, you know. Ball in. Rally! Oh, what a chance that was. That should have been 1-0 B67. Rally has to put that in. It will, of course, matter if we do get through who we play in the next round. You know, we could end up getting Real Madrid or something. Anyone, Hilly. Svenningson brings it down. Can he find a good cross? Ball in. Rally's header. Oh, God, he's hit the bar. Our cross completion's been superb. Rally's just not quite found his feet in today's game. He's in the positions, he's just not quite putting them away, but you feel like if we keep creating them, he's bound to stick one of them in eventually if Chelsea keep giving us the chance to get the crosses in. Martinevski, Hermans. Goes round his man. Ball back post, Pinamonti. And Harmat with the big save. Chelsea have been decent. Approaching half-time, still 0-0 here in Greenland. Jankowski all the way through, and Palacios has done brilliantly to find the space there. Oh, wow, what a ball. Rally's not going to get that, though. He is! Can he slip it? Oh, yes! Rally's fouled on the box. Suarez has fouled him. If Svenningsson can finally score a penalty in a Champions League game, we'll have the lead here. Come on, Jonas. This is your moment. Wrap it up for us. Yes! B67-1, Chelsea 0. Jonas Svenningsson's 26th goal of the season and his 11th in the Champions League. He's equaled his tally in the Champions League to last season. I didn't think he'd get close to that, but what a player he's been. He scored all 5 goals against Chelsea. Right, second half we'll go and counter, and we're just going to pick them off, hopefully. That's the goal that we needed to really put this tie, hopefully, in an early grave. Ball back post, that's surely too deep. Oh, God. Oh, God, how did that get through? Hazem Hassan getting in there and equalising on the night for Chelsea. It is 5-3. I can't believe we've let them score that. Like, the ball in is decent. Well, it's actually not. It's way too deep. And then somehow, why doesn't the goalkeeper just stick a leg out or catch that? It goes right past him. It's 1-1 here. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God, we're looking a bit shaky all of a sudden here. Don't let that ball to the back post come. Hermans! Saved by Harmack. Chelsea are really coming at us. Right, 70 minutes. Substitutions definitely needed right about now. Christensen's not had a good day at all. So we're going to get in Krejci. And neither's Rally, to be honest. And I might be tempted to go with Herseg for a bit. That's probably the only options we've got. We can't replace the fullbacks. 20 minutes to go. Chelsea still need another 3 goals in this match to get the win on the night. Maybe we should have tried to be more on the front foot when we got the foothold in the game, but we didn't really need to. We just kind of needed to absorb pressure. And we've created a decent number of chances as Chelsea, frankly, just with less shots. And there we go. We're going to be through. It sucks that it's a 1-1 on the night, but it didn't matter. 5-3 on aggregate. Svenningsson scored all 5 goals in this tie, and he might get man of the match, or Hermans might get it. I think Hermans probably deserves it, to be honest. That was a gate receipt record. I think because we were... Oh, no, the youth intake. This episode is going to be so long, I'm sorry. So basically, because we were in the early set of ties, the draw isn't until after, like, over a week from now. So you'll have to be surprised with who we get in the quarterfinals. We know Bayern are through. Right, we're going to do the youth intake, because why the hell not? Another Olsen. Okay, so anyone that stands out... We'll have a look in a minute. Every reason to be excited about Mikkel Olsen as potentially one of the most gifted players to come through in recent years. Gert Jensen. All right, let's see what we got. Come on. It's going to be on the wrong... Oh, hello. Anyone standing out with a cool name? Nah. Mygend. Nothing really stands out there. All right, Mikkel Olsen is a striker, target man. 13 finishing. Fairly sporting. I don't know. I don't think there's a lot here. Let's just check out T-Score while we're here. He's all right. Some of these guys could be decent enough players. They're just not going to get into our team, really. Gone are the days of us being able to bring through those types of players, but hopefully that will happen in the future. Who knows? Anyway, so next episode is... Where is it? Champions League? Yeah. Obviously, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. The Champions League ties. The Championship group games are in there too. I don't even know how many games are off camera in that period because of where things have scheduled or whatnot. But if you have enjoyed this episode and us beating Chelsea on aggregate to finally reach a Champions League quarter-final, drop a like on the video. That would be awesome. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for new videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for a Champions League quarter-final tie. Finally, maybe this could be the year that we actually go somewhere in the Champions League. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.